Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Deep, this is Chandrima, and you are watching Scent Saga. Today's video is all about EM5 perfumes. I think a lot of you might have seen ads over Facebook and Instagram from EM5, and they claim to be inspired by designer perfumes and they have created their own versions of the same. Inspired for me means they're trying to mimic the smell of the OGs. So over here I have got the OGs and we are going to compare the EM5 perfumes to the OG and see how close they are. And if you know the drill, me and Chandrima are going to have the strips lined up over here for the OG perfumes and EM5's perfume. Chandrima is going to smell the OG and the EM5 as well and then compare the two perfumes based on how close they are to each other, and she's going to rate the perfume on a scale of 1 to 10, and she's also going to rate the perfumes individually, as in if they were not considered as a clone or an inspired perfume, how good they were and should anybody go ahead and purchase that. As we discuss the perfumes, I'm going to talk about the smell, the projection and longevity for each, so that you have a clear picture about the smell profile as well as the performance for each of them. So without wasting any more time, I'll get started with the video. I forgot to mention the perfume names. So this time for the comparison, we have got 7 perfumes from the house of EM5. So on the right, I have got Memoir from the house of EM5, which is their inspired version of Bleu de Chanel. Then we have got Dawn, EM5 Dawn, which is their take on very popular Diptyque Tamdao, made popular by SRK. And then we have got Most Wanted. They blatantly kept the name Most Wanted. Okay. Even if they're claiming inspired, they're keeping the name exact same. Okay.
Yeah.
EM5's Most Wanted and Azzaro's Most Wanted. Then we have got Layton. They have also kept the name Layton. This is Parfums de Marley Layton. This is EM5's Layton. And then we have got Bvlgari Tygar. Unfortunately, my decan for Bvlgari Tygar ran out, and that is the reason I'm using Turathi Blue's decan, because Turathi Blue is almost 80 to 90% there with Bvlgari Tygar. So at least we can have a benchmark for EM5's Tygar because they kept the name Tygar again. Red Tobacco, they have changed the name a little bit. EM5 named it Red Tob. Okay.
Tob.
That is, yeah, T-O-B, Tob. Mancera's Red Tobacco, and that's EM5. And then we have got another from Mancera, which is Cedrat Bois. And their name, EM5 named it Cedrat Fresh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all the perfumes that Chandrima are going to smell is around 40 minutes into the dry down. Okay. This is our good old coffee that I never make and only keep it for Chandrima to test and clean her palette. Should I tell you the pricing for each as of now, or because the pricing for each EM5 perfume is same?
Oh, they're same? No difference?
Yeah, there is no difference across all of them, which is 999 for 50 ml.
Which
so
is 2000
for 100 milliliter.
Oh.
So they are basically not cheap. If you consider like Indian brands, they are kind of in a mediocre range. They are not cheap perfumes. Okay.
Why do you think Indian brands are supposed to be cheap?
I'm not saying that because there are a lot of houses, Middle Eastern houses of 1600, they are doing very good inspired versions. So these come at around 2000 for 100 milliliter. So that's there. I'm not going to disclose the price of the OG. Some of the pricing you already know. Some are new to you.
I forgot the pricing. So
But
maybe
still, okay.
while we go ahead, you just reiterate the pricing.
Okay. So let's get started with the video, and you can start from this end to this end. We are going to cover each.
So I'm going to rate them on the basis of the closeness, and then I'm going to rate them if I'm going to go ahead with them as a standalone.
Yes. And while you do that, I will tell you the projection, longevity,
features, basically.
and everything. Okay. So let's start with Cedrat Bois or Cedrat Boise.
I don't do that. Again, somebody will comment.
Start with the OG and then smell the EM5.
I mean, the OG is good. The smell is not bad. I think the projection is a little mellowed down.
The projection is moderate for the OG anyway.
Oh no, this is very different. I mean, they're not close to the original. It has got some sweetness to it, which I don't think the original one has got right at this point in the dry down. No, they're not same. Even if they say that they're inspired, maybe they have used a little bit of an element from the original one, but not
you feel
mostly.
they are not inspired. I mean, when you smell them, do you feel that they are inspired by each other by any means?
Not really.
What would be the score that you are going to give EM5 CB, which is Cedrat
safe number to be 5.
5. You're playing it safe, or you can give, lower than that if you feel that they are not close.
They're not close. Okay, I'll change the rating to maybe 3.
I don't want you to play safe. Be honest and
yeah.
like blatant about.
Okay.
Okay. As an individual perfume, do you like the smell of Cedrat Bois more or Cedrat Fresh from EM5 more? Just by the smell profile.
I'm not really a fan of either, but I think I have smelled this kind of
you
a
already
perfume.
tested it.
Creed Aventus, I guess, right?
Yeah, you did a test. It's not exactly a clone of Creed Aventus previously you told. They're in the same DNA, which is heavily copied now. Yeah.
So maybe that is the reason. I mean, fine. I'm fine with either.
Okay. But you don't like the perfume in that sense.
Individual also, I don't like it.
Okay. So individually, how much will you rate it? Let me tell you the projection and
Again,
longevity.
I don't need to know the projection because individually I would not purchase it.
Okay.
Because it's too sweet. I mean, some weird sweetness is there.
Both of them.
No, not this one.
You like that one?
Ha.
Okay.
I like that one.
Okay. So for EM5's Cedrat Fresh, the projection is around 30 minutes to 45 minutes moderately, then it comes very close. And the longevity is around 3 to 4 hours properly. Then for the next 2 hours, it will linger on to you, but it will be very hard for somebody to detect it.
So 3-4 hours max.
No, 3-4 hours, I mean, you will be able to detect it.
Okay.
And then the next 2 hours, which is around like 4 to 6 hours, it's very close. I mean, somebody needs to go this close, or if somebody hugs you or comes very close to you, then only they will get the smell, or else it's not there.
Okay. Now, I like the original one, like, they're not out of the world or different. Or
But
something.
it works. I mean, the original one, the
original
Cedrat Bois,
one,
it
I
works.
think the smell structure works for me. The dupe one.
The inspired version one doesn't work for
Sorry.
you. Yeah, it's okay.
The dupe version is not working for me.
Okay. Now let's move on to the Red Tobacco.
Oh, you didn't take the number if I would go for this one.
You said that you are not going to go. That is the reason even took the number. So
Okay,
zero. Okay. So Cedrat Fresh is a failure in terms of the comments from Chandrima. Okay. Now let's move on to Red Tobacco.
Red Tobacco OG is original, right?
Yeah. This is again from the house of Mancera.
Which one is another Mancera?
Again, Cedrat Bois was from Mancera. This is also from Mancera.
Hey, I am too new to all these names.
It's okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they are same.
They are
They're
same.
kind of close. Yeah, they're close. I'll give it a 7.5.
7.5 for the closeness.
Yeah. You smell it if you have not.
I have already done that.
Okay.
I wanted to know your opinion. Is there any difference that you're finding? Because I know the difference, but I want to see if you can detect the difference. I mean, what difference do you get out of the two? Because you gave a 7.5. That means there is some difference.
I don't know. It smells a little sweeter. Not
Which
the
one?
original one.
Okay.
But this one smells again a little bit on sweeter note. But they're very close.
They're very close. Okay. So you are kind of right. Okay.
Some
the
kesar
sweetness.
Kesar hai kya?
Saffron.
Saffron.
Saffron is there. Okay. Let me tell you. What happens is the OG Red Tobacco is very intense, deep, okay, and very strong. And it has got a lot of more spices.
Correct.
In the EM5's one, you will see that the spices are less, I mean, it's more nuanced. It's not that
correct.
on your face.
Correct.
And the sweetness is a bit more.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is more wearable, right?
Yeah, I think somebody who is not like into strong smelling perfumes, then they can go for
the EM5 version. Okay. I personally like the smell of Red Tobacco a lot. I mean, this particular smell profile, I personally love it during the winters. Okay. What about you? Do you like the smell structure of Red Tobacco? Because to a lot of people, this is kind of very off-putting. I want to know your opinion. Do you like the smell profile of Red Tobacco in general?
I can bear this if a person is going in a wedding or a function, but if somebody is in an office space or in a close proximity with me, I would not prefer.
Perfect. As an individual, how much will you rate it?
Not to my taste, like I would say, but I can give it, if I'm wanting to gift it to someone, I would give it a 6.
Okay, it's a 6.
Yeah.
Okay, now my opinion about the two. I love the OG, okay, because of the projection. It projects 2 to 3 hours heavily. The OG one. Okay, now the pricing is very varied because In some websites like Perfume Palace and all, it's available for 9,000. In perfume, in websites like Myntra, Nykaa, this is available for 17,000. The same perfume, 120 ml. Yeah, you can check it. Splash Fragrances, Perfume Palace, they're selling it for 9,000, and the same 120 ml bottle is listed for 17,000 on those websites. So I don't know which one to recommend to anybody, because I don't know the authenticity of it, because I have only bought the decant. But given a choice, I wanted to go for the full bottle, but I will not go for the full bottle for this one, because
for this one meaning?
The Mancera's Red Tobacco, the OG one.
Okay.
I would rather get EM5's version, because for 2,000 rupees, this is not nuclear projecting perfume, but it projects for around 1 to 1.5 hours properly. Not beast mode, but properly. Lasting is around 4 to 5 hours properly, and then for 2 hours, it's kind of like in close proximity.
Okay.
The reason I personally like EM5's version is because it's more wearable. Even if I'm going to some office or some closed environment, I can still pull this off, because it's not going to choke anybody. But Mancera's Red Tobacco needs to be applied in a place where it's open, or the perfume is going to choke you out.
Because if you're wearing the original one and getting into a car with a few people, they will have to open the window and
it's very
get
strong.
accustomed with the
it's very strong.
It's like on your face, like on the face means on the face.
Yeah, I know. Because the projection is heavy. Like 40 minutes into it, if you smell the two, you can see the difference in the projection strength, right?
Yeah, I think I will also go for the not
EM5.
original
So
one.
if somebody is looking for a good red tobacco alternative, EM5's version is actually good.
Good.
Okay. Now let's go for the next one. Okay. So the next one we have is Bvlgari's Tygar, and we are doing it with Turathi Bleu from Afnan. Okay.
The OG. This is the OG, right?
This is Turathi Bleu. Yeah. Not the OG. I didn't have the Tygar, so let's go with Turathi Bleu for this one.
Nice.
I know you like the smell.
I think I have also smelled this somewhere else. I mean, some other perfume, I think.
This is the one.
I think I have told you that it's premium and all
this is the one.
See, that's the reason I think I know this smell.
I love the smell.
Yeah, even I love the smell.
By the way, how close is Turathi Bleu and Theoreme? Just smell this.
I don't know. How will I do that?
Just smell this once.
8, a 9.
Yeah, I know. They're pretty close, right?
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad, yeah?
Not bad?
No.
Okay.
They have used again. There is some component missing, but they're very near.
Okay. How much will you give this?
I think they're near to this Theoreme. It's not Theoreme. This is Theoreme, right?
Yes, Theoreme.
Yeah, Theoreme.
Okay.
See?
Yeah, I know the smell, so.
Yeah, this is nice. I'll give it an 8.
8.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay.
See, Indian houses are good.
Yeah. If you are giving it 8 and you give Theoreme an 8, so that means Theoreme and this is almost very close to each other, neck to neck.
Correct.
Okay. Theoreme and this almost last the same amount, which is around 6 hours, and projection is around 1 to 1.5 hours moderately. But then again, this specific smell has got a weird thing. It kind of gives you whiff on and off. I mean, some point in time you will feel that it's there, some point you will feel it's not there, but then again, around 3 hours mark, you're going to get a whiff and you're going to say, okay, the perfume still exists. So that happens with Theoreme as well. That happens with this one, EM5 as well. Okay. Now EM5's version cost 2,000 rupees. Theoreme costs around 1,700.
Again, they're very neck to neck.
Neck to neck. But Theoreme is 90 ml. That one is 100 ml. So if you see the pricing,
they're same.
They are same.
Yeah. I can go with either. Either.
Right?
Either.
So you get a Broca Theoreme or you get a EM5's Tygar. They are good.
Yeah,
right? And how much do you think individually you're going to score them? I know your score.
I'm gonna purchase it.
I know. It's going to be 8. I know. Because she loves this DNA. And
it's very fresh to me.
I know. And that is the reason I would suggest, if somebody is looking for a good alternative to Turathi Bleu, I mean, I don't know why I should go ahead and purchase Turathi Bleu when I have got Tygar and Theoreme with me. So basically, Tygar's closeness to Turathi Bleu or Theoreme is around 8. And individually, this also gets an 8 from Chandrima.
Correct.
Okay. Now let's move on to the next one, which is Parfums de Marley's Layton. I forgot to tell you the pricing for Turathi Blue. That is around 3,500.
3,500.
3,500. I missed that. So that is the reason I'm adding in. Turathi.
This is also 3,500.
Yeah, 3,500.
I can go with that also.
Okay. So you like the DNA. That is the reason you can go with anything.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's move on to Parfums de Marley's Layton and EM5's Layton. You smell
Original.
it? You smell the OG?
No, they're not same.
They're not same?
No.
Okay. How much would you rate them?
There is a weird spice that they have given.
In the EM5's Layton?
Yeah. Weird spice. I mean, it's not there in the original one.
How close are they?
They're far off. I will give it a, let's say 4.
Okay, so Layton gets a 4 in terms of the closeness, right?
Yeah. And I don't even like it as an individual.
I know you don't like the smell structure. Oh my god.
They have given a weird
The dry down is... There's this weird smell. I mean...
I'm telling you, they have just given a...
It's pretty off-putting, right?
Very grounded smelling.
Yeah,
Like something that's coming out of the mud.
Yeah. This smells like mud.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in terms of the...
Very earthy.
Yeah. Like EM5 Layton version is very, very earthy.
No.
Okay.
No.
So the Layton OG costs around 18 to 19,000. The OG.
I'll not buy either.
Yeah, I know you won't buy because you don't like the smell structure of Layton. But Layton cost 18,000. And the EM5 again 2,000.
Yeah.
Individually, how much will you give Layton EM5?
The dry down is weird to me. I'll give it a 2.
2. Okay. So Cedrat Boas one got 0. Cedrat Fresh. This one gets a 2. So you if you had to buy between Cedrat Fresh and Layton, you would have still went with EM5's Layton? Okay. Just confirming, okay? I personally like the smell of Layton. I don't know why. But EM5's version, I don't like it as well.
It's too sweet. It's very sweet
you
on
keep
the
that.
face.
I don't like it either. I can still go with the groundy, muddy smell rather than that. Because
I mean, you will be smelling earthy.
Down to earth.
Down to earth.
Okay. So now let's go to Azzaro's Most Wanted and EM5.
Did you give all the specifications for this?
I
No,
didn't.
right?
Okay, let me give it because I didn't like the smell. Layton, the OG lasts like 8 to 9 hours easily, projects heavily, 1 to 1.5 hours, cost 18,000. I'm not gonna buy the OG ever because there are better clones. If you want me to make a video about it, I can, but there are better clones for Layton than this. Okay.
Do you like Layton as a whole?
I like the smell structure of Layton, but I'm not going to buy Layton. Okay, there is a better clone for Layton out there. Someday I'm gonna make a video and test it, and that is the reason I'm not gonna disclose the name as of now. Okay, EM5's Layton I'm not gonna buy. The projection and longevity is almost similar to the rest. 3 to 4 hours properly, then 2 hours of very weak weak lasting. The projection is 30 minutes to 45 minutes. I don't like the perfume anyway. The dry down smells very down to earth to me. I'm not gonna go and buy the Layton EM5. Now let's move ahead with Azzaro's Most Wanted and EM5's Most Wanted.
Most Wanted I did recently, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The original.
I know you like the smell of Most Wanted.
Not bad again.
Not bad? Okay, how close?
Both of them have got some flowery structure. Okay.
Floral.
Floral element.
Okay, you don't smell the caramel toffee note out of the two?
It's
because
there.
that is the signature smell of Most Wanted.
Yeah, it's there, but it projects more into flower right now. I mean, again,
in the dry down,
as of now, it smells flower.
There's a floral
and
note.
they smell very similar. I mean, the mid note for both of them are very similar.
Yeah, very identical.
Very identical.
EM5 nailed this one.
Very identical. I don't know about the opening.
Yeah, the opening is also very close.
As well as after, let's say, 2 to 3 hours or so. But as of now, after 1 hour, they smell exactly the same.
So, in terms of the closeness?
I'll give it a 9.
This is
because this is, I think, it has got a different flower note and it has got a little bit different flower note, but both of them are flower.
Okay.
I mean,
Most Wanted sells for 7,500 to 8,000. This one 2,000. The performance has a little bit of difference. Most Wanted stays with you for longer duration of time, 7 to 8 hours easily. Projects for like 1.5 hours to 2 hours properly. EM5 is a bit lighter in terms of the performance. 1 hour it projects properly, then it becomes very close. Lasts for around 5 hours, and then it comes, it starts coming very close. So consider this 1 hour projection and 5 hours of longevity. And the pricing is almost 3 to 3.5 times lesser. So
I'll go with this.
So how much will you give it as an individual perfume?
I'll give it a 10. I'll buy it. I'm definitely going to buy it.
So Most Wanted's EM5, EM5's Most Wanted is a good recommendation. I personally, when I sprayed it and I smelled it, I was like, am I just, feeling it that close? After confirming with Chandrima, I am pretty sure that
they're very close.
Like EM5 nailed on this one.
Yeah, they're very close.
By far, we have not come across. I am testing another one, which is Follow Me Perfumes. Okay, they have sent me 3 bottles. I made a post about it. Bleu de Chanel Most Wanted. And then we have got Dylan Blue. And they have also sent Afnan 9 PM's clone, which is their take on JPG Ultrame. So I'm going to make a video with you about those. But for now, I can say this is literally the closest I have come across.
Yeah.
Highly recommended.
Even if a person needs to reapply it after 3 to 4 hours, I think it is still doable.
So Most Wanted by EM5.
Yeah.
Good option.
Very good option.
Okay. Now it's time for Tamdao, Diptyque Tamdao, SRK's perfume. A lot of houses are trying to clone it, like SRK's perfume. Use this one.
Because of the name itself, like SRK's.
SRK's name, yeah.
I've smelled it. No, they're not same.
They're not same?
No.
Okay, so how close is Tamdao from EM5? Dawn from EM5 to Tamdao?
3.5. Same DNA, but they're not same.
3. Okay. And let me tell you the pricing. You already know, but still. Tamdao is around 22,000. This is 2,000. So 11 times cheaper.
Yeah. If you want to smell a little bit of a sandalwood and like sweet flavored perfume, sweet smelling perfume, not flavored, sorry. You can go with it.
But they are
Again, I'm not a fan of sandalwood.
I know. So for you, Tamdao is not close. Dawn is not close to Tamdao.
No.
And as an individual perfume, how much will you rate it?
5.
5.
Safe number, 5.
Because the longevity and projection is almost like the rest.
Yeah.
But the projection is pretty low on this one. Because Tamdao in itself doesn't project much.
Exactly. It doesn't project much.
So Dawn doesn't project much either. Lasts around 4 to 5 hours. But projection is low, similar to Tamdao. So you're going to give individually a 5 to this one. For me, I don't think they're close at all. And I personally love the note of Tamdao because Tamdao has got a fruity nashpati kind of a smell. I don't know what nashpati is called in English. So Pears. Okay. I'm sorry. I was not aware of it. Okay. So I know nashpati. Okay. So it has got a note of pears. I never knew pears and nashpati as Come on. I can also not know some stuff.
I'm saying you're cute, babe.
Okay. Thank you. So it has got the note of pears, but I feel that. Okay, but Dawn doesn't have that. Also, I think the quality of sandalwood used in Tamdao is way above.
More.
Way above. It smells premium. While the sandalwood note in EM5 obviously is synthetic sandalwood note, it's not the same.
Yeah. You would understand if somebody goes to purchase even sandalwood. Sandalwood itself is very premium.
You will get the feel of OG sandalwood and cheap synthetic sandalwood. So I don't recommend this perfume at all. And last but not the least, Chandrima's favorite, which is Bleu de Chanel, and their version, which is Memoir. Okay.
Memoir?
Memoir. Yeah. You know Bleu de Chanel, so there is no problem with that.
So there is some kind of like a talcum powder smelling element with not the OG one.
Okay, EM5's Memoir has got a powdery smell.
Yeah, they are not same.
Okay, how close are they?
I'll give it a 6.5.
So 6.5.
It's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
It's not too bad. For me, I will go for the original one because I just love
the OG. But for somebody...
for somebody, if they want something in the same DNA or something, I can recommend them.
Okay.
With a lesser price. This is not the original.
I can smell like Pond's cream, you know.
I mean, I'm telling you, there is some kind of a talcum powder thing, element.
I feel that the base note of sandalwood. Okay, Bleu de Chanel has also got a hint of sandalwood in it, which EM5.
Which is bare minimum. That's the reason I like it.
Yeah, but EM5's Memoir doesn't have that note, and it's not bad as a standalone perfume. So how much you're gonna give the perfume?
But they don't tell people that they are clone or inspired, because they're not.
They're not.
As a standalone, I can gift it to someone, or maybe for myself, I will go around 7.
Okay, for as an individual perfume, this is a 7. So Memoir is kind of weak in projection. This is a soft perfume.
Obviously.
Similar to Bleu de Chanel, because Bleu de Chanel in itself is not a very...
But it has got a very good sillage.
The sillage of Bleu de Chanel is next level. It doesn't project, but the sillage is there.
Yeah.
And it lasts. Like 6 to 7 hours, easily it lasts and creates this nice scent trail. But the same is not applicable to Memoir. Just like any of these perfumes, I mean, there is this slight difference when you get a designer perfume. The projection and longevity might, a few houses might be able to recreate that longevity and projection, maybe. But that sillage, when that perfume mixes in the air and creates a scent trail, a lot of designer houses are able to do that, which their counterpart are not able to replicate. And that is also a case with this one. Memoir, although is kind of like 60% close to Bleu de Chanel, but the sillage is not there. Only perfume that I have seen out of these 7 which has got a little bit of sillage is not the only 2 is Most Wanted and Red Tobacco or Red Top, because of the ingredients that has been used, because the base is heavy for these 2. In terms of closeness, the one that stood out was Tygar, Most Wanted, and Red Tobacco also, because it was a 7.5.
Yeah.
And if I have to suggest out of these 7, you should go ahead. I mean, you also are suggesting the same, right? You can go ahead with the Red Tobacco's alternative, Tygar's alternative, and Most Wanted's alternative. The rest you can skip. As an individual perfume, again, Tygar gets an 8, Most Wanted gets a 10, and Bleu de Chanel gets a 7 in terms of an individual perfume. Red Tobacco for Chandrima was a 6, but if you ask me, that was an 8 for me in terms of the Red Tobacco DNA. So EM5 as a whole didn't disappoint us.
No.
Only a few were not recommended. Like if you are looking for a Bleu de Chanel clone, don't go for Memoir, it's not close. If you're looking for a Diptyque Tamdao clone, don't go for Dawn, it's not close. If you're going for Layton's clone, don't buy EM5's Layton, it's not close.
It's very bad.
And Cedrat Bois version, which is Cedrat Fresh,
very weird.
I'm not going to recommend it as a standalone or as an inspired version, both. Please cancel it out. Don't get that one. It's not that close. So with that, we end the video. I hope you liked it. If you have any other perfume house or any other specific clones that you want to test against an OG, hit us in the comment section. It will take some time because we will have to purchase the clones from time to time. Even we might have to purchase the OGs, maybe decants of OGs, but we are going to still go ahead and do it for you. And we are going to make the video. It might take some time, but have some patience with us. And if you like these kind of contents, do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. So with that, we end the video. This is Chandrima. We are signing out. See you soon. Bye-bye.